Well, this was wonderful. I had already started a video, and then for some reason it said I didn't have enough storage, and so it just dropped the video, and I have to start it all over again. And I just wanted to say I hope you guys had a better night than I did last night. At 1:15, my alarm goes off, brightens up the entire house. All the lights go on, the sound. It's so scary. I'm by myself, but I'm locked and loaded in here like nobody's business with cameras all over the place. So I call 911, the cops come, they get here like in 2 seconds flat since I'm a block away from them. And it was just a freak thing. I mean, nothing was wrong. There were no doors that were open, glass broken, nothing. It just went off. And it's very scary to try to get back to sleep after something like that occurs. You're sitting there, okay, I know the cops are here and they checked everywhere in my house. Oh shit, did they find the heroin? No, I think that's funny. Not heroin, but it's funny that it's a law that if the cops come into your house under pretense of you're afraid someone broke into your house, and then they see all this cocaine and heroin and guns and everything, they can't really do anything to you. Isn't that the law? Don't they have to get a warrant? They see all the stuff, they have to leave it. By the time they go get a warrant, you're ditching everything. You're getting rid of everything, and then they come back with a warrant, and you're like, what guns? What heroin? What cocaine? Innocent little me. Anyway, so that's just a little thing that happened last night, which was absolutely, like I said, no fun. So here we go with some of the questions that you guys asked me about. One of them I really liked was about my skincare. I take my skincare so seriously, it's not even funny. It's the one thing, if my mom didn't teach me anything in this world, she did teach me to take care of my skin. Because no matter what, if you're eventually going to get it lifted, which I could use, get it lifted. If you don't do it, Botox, let's start there. Something so generic as Botox, do it, because what you're doing is you're preventing lines to go into your skin. Once those lines go in, you cannot get them out unless you start seeing women where their faces are so pudgy because they've had filler. I have never, ever, ever had any filler in my face before. I am scared to death because I think it makes women look older. It does, but what they're doing is they're trying to get rid of those lines, those that indented in their skin that they didn't take care of when they were younger. Premeditative, whatever the expression is. That's what I believe in, taking care of a problem before it arises. So I do take awfully good care of my skin. I give myself 3 masks a week. I go 2 or 3 facials a month. And every day I'm doing something from La Mire, La Prairie, a plethora of products that I have because skin is very important to me. Yes, serums, anything that you can find, and cost does make a difference. I've bought Chanel loafers for thousands of dollars, and then I've gone to Walmart and bought a pair of flip-flops for $11. That was ridiculous, right? That's so stupid. But when it comes to your skin, it really does matter, and price does matter. So when they do those commercials and they throw out the expensive creams and say that, this Revlon stuff's gonna work, trust me, it'll help, but you've got to spend the money on the face creams. I'm sorry, you just do. You really do. And maybe wash your hair every once in a while. That helps too. But when you've got hair like this, I call it my Jufro, there's not much you can do about it. Anyway, we are 4 minutes into this, and I better get going because I don't know how to edit. And just to let you know, you are still sexy as fuck, more and more beautiful. Well, that wasn't a question, but that sure was a statement. I'll accept that. I'm at the age where I can go, yeah, you know what? You're right. Or are you right? But you're so sweet. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Do you think about Robin a lot, and do you ever see him in your dreams? From the Glam Slam. You must know me so well to ask me a question like that, because I think about Rob every single day of my life. He was my first love. His birthday is August 4th, mine's August 5th. When we met, we were like magnets. We were like this, and we never ever parted. And we remained friends until the day he took his own life. He was in a hospital that had shipped him off to an old folks home because he gotten so large from AIDS. This is Robin Crosby we're talking about, the guitar player from Rat, my first love. So they took him to this old folks home because the beds were bigger. He got up to about 600 pounds, and he'd always ask me to bring him peppermint schnapps. And by this time, I'm married, I have 2 kids, but Rob is still Rob to me. And my ex was so cool about it that he just let me, go up, and because he had AIDS and he was dying. And there was no way I was not going to not be there for him. And so the nurses didn't want him drinking peppermint schnapps, but you know what? He wasn't going to be living for much longer, so don't take that away from him. So I'd sneak him in Mexican food and peppermint schnapps bottles, and I'd see him once a week until he passed. He called his roadie and had him pick him up, and he did one final dose of heroin to kill himself, to get himself out of the misery and pain that he was in. And when I think about him, I think that I would have never been lonely because he would have always been there for me, like I was there for him. So yes, I do still think about him, and I still think he was just the love of my life. And that will never change. Let's see. Are you at all interested in returning to acting or being in the spotlight again? Yes and no. I mean, I don't drive up to LA for auditions for it. If someone's going to offer me something, that's a different story. I don't mind doing it, but I don't know. I'm just getting that drive, you guys, from Newport Beach to Los Angeles. Like, I might as well be flying to Minnesota. I mean, it is long and tedious, and you're not even guaranteed that you're going to get the job. And then you're sitting in 6 hours traffic going both ways. So no, I don't really foresee it. And plus, there's a whole generation that's moved on that don't even know who I am. So, I'm not going to be, I'm still being parodied, and people are still saying really cute, sweet things about me on the internet, but I don't think anybody really wants to. If you do want to do an hour show with me, look me up. I'll do that, as long as I don't have to come in and read for it, and you just know by my IMDb that I can do the job. Then just offer it to me and I will do it. I gotta go because it's getting close to 10 minutes, and when it's 10 minutes, you know what happens. You gotta edit, and we know that I don't know how to edit. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and thank you for the few questions that I was able to answer. I will read and do more tomorrow because there were so many. Everybody responded so well. I love you all. Bye.